guys, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I've got a gift request, and I don't know what we're in for here, but Jeff Cather made a gift to the channel for me to do this one. So Jeff, thank you for this, my friend. It's Trace Adkins's Mind on Fishing, and here's what Jeff said. Hi Don, this one goes out to our favorite fisherman, Montauk Ed. With Ed being a good Christian and his obvious love of fishing, I can picture Ed saying and doing this. Psst, maybe this will put me back in his good graces for encroaching on his territory yesterday. LOL. And Jeff gives Ed a hard time, good-naturedly, for sad songs that Ed will make gift requests for or what have you. So yesterday, Jeff had requested a song that was uber sad. It was Dolly Parton's Down from Dover. And it was really sad. It was like, oh my God. And so anyhow, that's the territory he was encroaching upon. So anyway, let's see what this is. Ed is, as his screen name suggests, Montauk Ed, from Montauk, where he was, among other things, a commercial fisherman, but he's now down in North Carolina. So let's see what Trace has. I don't think I know this song by Trace. Here we go.
Let her go, boys.
Good beginning to a country song.
Well, I got up early on this Lord's Day with the sun peeking through the curtains. Thought I'd wet a line for a couple good hours and still make the 10 o'clock sermon. But the sky is blue and the breeze is cool and they're biting good not to mention. If I live right now, might make it somehow, but I doubt I could pay attention. I'd rather be on a lake with my mind on God in the middle of His creation.
That'll work.
In an old John boat with my Zipco rod for some private conversation. There might be a few people talking bad about me when they see that I'm a missing. But I'd rather be on the lake with my mind on God than in church with my mind on fishing. Well, I like that preacher and I love how it feels when he really gets to throwing down. But I'd rather do my talking with the man upstairs when there's nobody else around. If I was there right now, I'd be thinking about which lure I was gonna cast. He don't need another fool sitting in that pew dreaming about a 10-pound bass.
I don't know if you'd be wondering about which lure or which net you're gonna cast, Ed, back then.
I'd rather be on the lake with my mind on God in the middle of His creation. In an old John boat with my Zipco rod for some private conversation. There might be a few people talking bad about me when they see that I'm a missing.
That's happened to me.
I'd rather be on the lake with my mind on God than in church with my mind on fishing. With my thoughts adrifting, I ain't even listening. While it all goes right over my head.
Nice.
I'd rather be on the lake with my mind on God in the middle of His creation. In an old John boat with my Zipco rod for some private conversation. There might be a few people talking bad about me when they see that I'm a missing. But I'd rather be on the lake with my mind on God than in church with my mind on fishing. I'd rather be on the lake with my mind on God than in church with my mind on fishing. With my mind on fishing. Missed a good sermon this morning. I don't blame you.
That was just fun. And yeah, I mean, No fish or preachers were harmed in filming this. Yeah. All right. This is the absolute first time that the thought popped into my head, kind of toward the end of the song there, that I'm not going to rate this one. I'm going to let Ed, Montauk Ed, rate this song, and that's going to be the official rating of this song. Heck, it might even start a new trend where I just have you guys rate it. I could give mine or not, but this is one where, because since this was dedicated to Ed, and Jeff prefaced it by saying he could hear Ed saying all this. He's a good Christian man, all this stuff. But let's see how Ed responds. And it was, it was a fun song. I mean, yeah, you could be on the lake thinking about God. Of course, he prefaced it by saying, I'd be in church thinking about which lure I'm going to use or something to that effect. And he'd rather be out there. I guess it's not the lesser of two evils, but it is the old thing where, some folks think that the place of worship is to go into a building. Others think, I don't have to go into a building. God's everywhere. For those who believe in God, God's everywhere. He's paying attention. He's got all this kind of stuff going on, and I can talk to him anywhere. I don't need to be down there with the folks. Other folks are like, we need a sense of community here to keep the Christian faith going, or if you're Jewish, the Jewish faith going, or whatever people, however they devote themselves to spiritual practices, they generally is a sense of community. But he said that people might talk bad about me. I had that happen there a couple of decades ago when I was into very, very serious Bible study. And I mean, this was a very, very devout group, let's put it this way. And it's almost like the more devout folks are, the more judgmental they become, at least in Christian circles, that the one that I ran in. And God forbid you miss a Bible study. We'd go 2-3 times a week. And this is right after college, partly during it. And if you miss, people are like, where's so-and-so? Well, I guess they don't want the word. I mean, you suffered the judgment of other people. It kind of kept people in place in a way if you didn't feel like being talked about. It's like, God, that is not the purpose. If somebody misses Bible fellowship, that's their business. But in this case, just wanted to go fishing. And then in the end, the preacher saw what was going on and he was good with it. So, okay, Mr. Ed, Montauk Ed, you are on the clock, my friend. You get to rate this song, and it's going to be an official rating. So it's above a 9. It's going in the playlist of 9 and above. If it's an 8.9, you and Jeff have to collaborate now. Well, actually, that would be an interesting dynamic because then he'd have to go get you. I don't know how that would work, okay? But at least I'd be off the hook, and that is the most important thing in my life is to not be in trouble. So there it is, spoken like a true guy. All right, have a great day, guys. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.
I'd rather be on a day with my mind